Hi, my name is Christina Nguyen. I was born and raised in Westminster, California, to a single mother to 3 girls. We knew adversity well and dealt with issues such as poverty, mental illness, and abuse. Growing up, I knew my family was disadvantaged and different from others. This gave me the drive to want to succeed and rise above to create a different future and path for myself. All the while, I knew I didn't want to forget my roots. I wanted to find a career that I could help out other struggling families in need, just like ours was. My passion was solidified in healthcare when I found out how closely social economic status was linked to well-being and health. Fast forward 6 years as an EMT, 7 years of schooling, and I became a physician assistant. I currently work in a community clinic in the city of Santa Ana where their poverty level is higher than average for California. There, I practice full family medicine and I see pediatrics all the way to the elderly. Ready? On the daily, I provide preventative services and manage patients' chronic conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, heart failure, I also care for prenatal patients, and given the state of the U.S. prenatal mortality rates, work closely with the local hospitals, laborists, and perinatologists to ensure that even our most disadvantaged patients get the highest standard of care based off the most up-to-date guidelines. All the while addressing every patient's social determinants of health, such as educational level, economic status, language barriers, and transportation, as these may affect our outcomes in my plan of care. Somewhere interspersed between that, I am also involved in a grant committee to help increase telemedicine resources to our patients by helping to provide them with self-monitoring devices at home, such as glucometers and blood pressure machines. I am also working on standardizing the process to extend our telemedicine platform outside of the pandemic. It is a hard job and can be emotionally draining, but I am motivated by the capacity and resiliency of my patients every day. By the mother whose first question after receiving a diagnosis of cancer is if she can still breastfeed. By the father who chooses to pay his rent and feed his family over purchasing his own medications. And by all those who struggle every day but yet still manage to show up for their families and communities. I'm exposed to these stories daily, and I am honored that my patients entrust with me these personal experiences and struggles. This is what motivates me to do better for them and by them, if not always in medicine, then at least in empathy and compassion. I honestly have not thought about my impact in 5, 10, or 15 years, and although I have involved myself in projects and committees that involve systemic processes that can affect whole communities, my main focus is on the impact that I have on the patient in front of me, to make sure that that patient feels heard, listened to, and cared for. I feel like that is my greatest impact that I can have. One of the tips of advice I've always carried from my mother is as you climb that proverbial ladder, to never step on anyone's fingers, and always to help elevate others up to wherever you are. My name is Christina Nguyen. I am a physician assistant, and I aim to be an icon to myself and those around me every day.
Hi, so bonus footage at the end of the video because I had some time. One of my favorite amp up songs is called The Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. Coincidental because that's the majority of the population that I work with, and I am the daughter to an immigrant mother as well. But I also really like it just because it's a really good amp up song. Something you might not know about me is I am a new first-time mom, so that explains these flyaways that I could not get to cooperate throughout the video. I also am a terrible bike rider. I was never raised with bikes, and so embarrassed to say at this age, my 5 and 6-year-old niece and nephew can ride their bikes better than I can. I've also never been stung by a bee, so the anticipation and fear of the unknown makes me jump at the sight of them. And about my creamer, I like with a splash of coffee. Thank you for your consideration, and happy PA week to all the PAs out there.